Hello and welcome to the System Update, Episode 1, your bi-weekly gaming news update. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Zach.
And so first question I like to ask here is, what are you guys playing right now?
Okay, I'll start.
Yep.
I'm playing a lot of Civ 5 right now. Normally I'm playing TF2, but recently I've just been addicted to this game. I got the Gods and Kings expansion.
Yep.
And I like it, but there's a problem with it because I go to play a match and it ends up being a 3-day... It's just
ordeal.
It takes way too, yeah, it's like each game is like 9 hours. Like play one game in that game is like playing an entire campaign of a normal, like an FPS shooter.
Yep.
They're stupid. I've already put 48 hours into it and I've only played 4 games.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. There's
48 hours.
And like,
So-
Gods and Kings has got like so many goddamn things to do. There's so much shit.
So
like,
every match is playing the Call of Duty campaign every single time.
yes.
One match.
Every time I play Civilization, it ends with me laying on the floor with a handgun and only one bullet. No, seriously, the game is really fun, but it's just it's a problem. And it's really fun in the beginning because you're like, oh, I only have one city, but then in the end, you're like, oh, I have to manage 58 goddamn cities, and the damn Romans won't leave me alone.
Yeah, fuck those Romans and
Yeah,
their
you know
fucking...
what's worse? Gandhi. You think he'd be a nice guy. You would think. If anybody's played Civ 5, they know. Gandhi's a dick. Like,
You heard it here first, folks. Gandhi is a dick.
what about you, Zach? What are you playing, bro?
Well, the game that just came out recently was Payday 2. And that's all I've been playing is literally Payday.
Yeah, you like Jack and Banks?
I love Jack and Banks, art heists, even though I would never obviously do it myself. But it's just, I get to live out.
Sure you
like,
wouldn't.
video
I
games.
saw you got a mask with that collector's edition.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sure
just
you're...
bought a new Mini Cooper. I figured you were planning this out.
He's like just planning all his heists. He's like, I could totally pull this off.
Yeah. I just need a Mini Cooper. But yeah, I got the collector's edition, so it came with a vinyl mask. So I was wearing it when I came
and some
over
blue rubber gloves.
here. And rubber gloves.
Yep.
Surgical gloves.
So you too can plan your own bank heists. Weapons not included.
Weapons not included. Just the vinyl mask.
Yep. But anyway, I've been playing Bastion. I don't know if you guys have...
Bastion, I have that game. I've only played it for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I know. It was a Steam sale. It was like, oh, $2. Buy.
It is a wonderful game. I bought it on Xbox Live Arcade, and I already went through it once. I'm playing on New Game Plus right now. Excellent game. I recommend it to anyone.
Like I said, I only played for like 20 minutes, but...
Well, I mean, do you like RPGs at all?
Yeah, I like it.
You'd
I
love
really
it.
like the fact it's like he's narrating everything that's happening. If
Mhm.
you fall off, he's gonna say something about. He's like, oh, and then our
suck.
hero lost. Or what? He
Yeah.
says something epic. I mean, I can't.
Yeah.
do it.
He's a cool ass narrator.
And
so
it's cool just to see that as you're playing, whatever you do affects what he's gonna say.
yeah, exactly. It's cool. You got this awesome narrator who, like you said, describes your every move. But even just the game itself, the combat is fun. The different like things you can do, like the way you build up your special abilities. You get like beers, basically.
What?
Different types of liquor. Yeah, you go to
I must be a level 3 then by now.
Level 3 woodchuck.
No, but yeah, you get you get these different I think they call them draughts or whatever, but they're not potions. They're like different liquors. Like they have liquor names, and it's pretty awesome. Like life wine and
You just leveled up the Jim Bean.
yeah, no, it's pretty cool. But it's definitely fun. I've been playing through that, and also I've been playing through Dead Rising 2. Came out free.
Yes, it's free now.
Free on
you have
Xbox
it?
Live Gold since the 16th.
I got rid of Xbox Live after I saw the E3, so I was like, bye Xbox. So no, I don't. I wish I saw it just for Dead Rising 2 because I love the first one. Dead Rising 1 was great.
Yeah,
and
and
I think they're doing that for Dead Rising 3 because that's gonna be a launch title. Is that an exclusive for Xbox?
Yes, it is. Yep,
Mhm.
exclusive launch title. Looks amazing.
It's Capcom. I love Capcom. Ever since Street Fighter 2, I've been hooked on them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've had some great games coming out. We'll forget about Resident Evil 6.
And
never-
Operation Raccoon. That didn't happen either.
Yeah, it never happened. I don't know what you're talking about. But no, definitely Dead Rising 2's been pretty fun. It has co-op. So that's anytime you add co-op to a game like that, it's been fun.
We played for what? An hour?
We played for like an hour and a half, 2 hours,
then
and
we
we already
didn't get-
lost the whole game. We
Yeah,
already
we
got
lost.
we already lost because we didn't complete a mission in time, and
That's the only thing I didn't
The whole
like.
game
I just
failed.
wanted to go around in the mall in the first
And
game.
fuck
and just
zombies up.
I just wanted to drive around every so often, get out and grab the lawnmower. That was the best weapon, mowing zombies. Like,
literally mowing them down.
Mine was the wheelchair.
Yeah, the wheelchair's pretty
Because
fun.
a zombie will fall into it and his arms will start flailing
Yep.
around.
I found
I
a broadsword up on a roof.
yeah, you could.
That was a lot of fun.
I liked going out and find that giant Lego head, putting it on a zombie, and then going to find a katana, and then just like, goodbye, Lego head.
Yep. So I'm already dressed as like a full cowboy outfit with like a Stetson hat and cowboy boots and everything.
I
It's
love how you
amazing.
could get like the what was that? Bruno? It wasn't Bruno. What was the first one he did?
Borat. You get the banana hammock.
Yeah, you can
The
get the
banana hammock, yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
killing zombies in style.
Yeah. If that's what you call style. But yeah, speaking of zombie killing games, Dead Rising 3. We were just talking about it. Dead Rising 2, Dead
Good
Rising
segue,
3.
good
Yeah.
segue.
I'm not the segue master, but I'm trying here. But Dead Rising 3, are you guys excited for that at all? I know I am.
Yes, I love the first one. Like I said, any zombie game I've loved except for that. What was it? They call it Infestation now. What was the original name?
I don't know.
It was that really shitty zombie game that they released on Steam months and months ago.
Walking Dead?
No, not that
Survival
one.
Instinct?
Not that one.
That was also a pretty shitty zombie game.
Well, it was a bad zombie game that had tons of bugs in it, and they released it, and they changed the name to Infestation.
Oh, was
And
it
it's the same fucking game.
the War Z?
War Z, yeah.
Yeah, where they were trying to make it like DayZ.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
make
yeah,
it
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like DayZ. It was by that
It
Russian
was-
developer,
was
right?
That game that got hacked by a lot of people, and then they had to shut the servers down.
I don't know,
You
but
don't
I
remember that?
No, I remember that it was some Russian developer. They made a game. I think it was called The War.
War
Oh,
Z.
excuse me, War Z.
Yeah,
But it was supposed to be like DayZ.
Yeah.
But it was just a bad knockoff.
You know, all I saw was footage of how glitchy it was. Like, this dude opens a gate and all the zombies, like, just stand where the gate used to be and just, like, clawing at it. It's like, there's no gate there currently, zombies. What the hell are you doing?
Shooting at nothing.
What are you doing?
Close the gate and the zombie will, like, pop up on the other side of the gate. Very glitchy game. But normally I love zombie games, but that one, no.
Yeah, so that was pretty bad zombie game. But a good zombie game that I also played quite a bit of lately. Well, not quite a bit of because it was pretty short. But Walking Dead 400 Days. I don't know if you guys have...
Is that like an expansion?
Yeah.
It's an expansion for the original Telltale game,
Yeah.
The Walking Dead, the episodic one, and it's like a transition to season 2 because they're going to be
Okay.
releasing season 2 coming out pretty soon. But yeah, so it's short. It's like 2 hours long, two and a half hours long, and it doesn't.
Don't spoil it.
I'm not spoiling anything.
I have it on Steam, and I don't.
I'm
I haven't
not
played it
spoiling
yet.
anything. It's short, is all I'm gonna say, and it doesn't really have any closure. It feels like a transition to the next season. I'd say
So
call it.
It's like Halo 4. You're like, wait a second. This
Yeah,
didn't
you
actually
can
end, did it?
you can tell they have a sequel coming, and
obviously.
obviously they have season 2 coming. They're gonna have the full
It's already been announced.
5 episode season coming out. But yeah, it was good, but it was kind of a letdown compared to how awesome the original Walking
How
Dead.
much was the expansion?
$5.
$5?
Yeah, $5.
Okay, that's
the
reasonable
regular.
then.
Yeah, I mean, and it was short, and it just, I guess your decisions from that interim are gonna be brought on to season 2. So with
Yeah.
this new cast of characters, so whatever you chose is gonna transfer over. I'm just kind of curious about what about people who don't buy 400 Days? Are they gonna be able to buy season 2?
Yeah, they will.
Are you gonna have like stock decisions like Mass Effect 2? Say you didn't play Mass Effect 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's what I saw a video on YouTube where that question was asked from the developers, and they said that you can get season 2 and not have it, and not have to get 400 days.
Yep.
But people who got The Walking Dead for PlayStation Vita automatically get 400 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Speaking of the Vita, I recently saw that Target's having a sale. All Vita models are on sale for $200 right now. So
Still doesn't want me to get one.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have enough money for
The-
that. But if you're into that kind of stuff,
The Vita just doesn't. I mean, I don't think it's a bad handheld. I think it's actually kind of a cool handheld. It just doesn't have games.
yeah,
Like,
Nintendo's got the handheld system.
yeah, oh yeah. So basically, 3DS. I don't have one. I don't know a lot of
I
people
want
who
one.
do have one.
My sister has one.
Yeah, so I want one solely for Pokemon X and Y. I don't know
Yeah.
if anybody else is gonna get one just for that, but I know I am because I'm super
I just
excited
want
about
to play
it.
the Zelda games that they're making. Any of the Mario games, anything developed directly by Nintendo is gold. I think my favorite developers have to be Rockstar, Valve, and Nintendo. They make the best games.
I'm gonna throw Blizzard in there. I love Blizzard
They're
games.
pretty good, yeah.
I played every Blizzard game they've ever made, so shout out to Blizzard games. But well, I guess not every. I haven't played Lost Vikings. I know I'm not a good fanboy, but
Since you brought up Pokemon, I know I just saw something that they're actually they're doing another series, a new anime, and it's going to be based on the first generation, which I was excited about because I don't know what the fuck's going on with these 8,000 Pokemon they have now. I got the 150. I could deal with the 250.
Fucking
when they came out
garbage,
with
chew.
that, but yeah.
I kind of dropped the bar when I saw the Pokemon as a chandelier, and I'm like, What the fuck is that? I'm
It's
sorry.
all weird. They have,
I'm
like-
sorry. It's just
They have
it was a chandelier.
Yeah,
God Pokemon now. Like there's like
Oh, the thunder and
I don't know what it was.
Rain
I just saw it in like
they
some
all look like
post.
the same freaking character.
It was just the creator they call it. It was like the
Oh,
Pokemon
yeah.
that made everything.
Yeah.
It's the glove from
Mewtwo
Super
is supposed
Smash
to be
Brothers.
the badass motherfucker. Now he's just some little puss. It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
they've
not
gone.
like Mega Evolutions.
Even in like Pokemon cards, like
I
Mewtwo in
don't know
Pokemon
shit
cards.
about Pokemon. You could ask me about Pokemon now, and I wouldn't have a fucking clue because I don't know shit.
What's a gay Jamaican's favorite game to play?
Well, Pokemon.
Hey!
Hey, I do know something. That's I guess, yeah. But no, I mean, I kind of stopped following it after the 151. Like even the one that they added to the 150 pissed me off.
It was Mew, yeah.
Mew.
but
I was like,
Mew.
fuck you and your little fucking pink cat Pokemon. I don't give
I
a
don't think I
shit.
could name all 251. I can name 151, but I don't know about 250.
Yeah, I don't even know if I can name 151 anymore. To be honest with you, I'll leave out a few.
Do you remember like at the end of the TV show they used to have like the little like theme song?
Pokemon.
Yeah,
it wasn't
no,
Guess
no,
the
they
Pokemon.
That
they
was
named
the intro.
every fucking
Yeah, there was,
Pokemon
like,
at the end
if
of
you
every.
watched like 5 episodes in a row, you could sing
Yep.
the whole damn song.
I did
Yeah.
actually memorize those for the longest time. So I'd watch them every morning before school.
Yeah, but
Even in high school, I watched every morning before school. I'm
Zach,
sorry.
you still watched it every morning in your pajamas,
In
your
my-
onesies
in my
with the
onesies.
footsies.
your footies, footy pajamas.
I even watched those in high school, and I could remember the whole thing. You know, I thought it was the best thing because that's all I would sing at the end, trying to get dressed
Yeah.
for school.
Yeah, no, I
Nerd
agree.
me won.
Yeah, yeah, plus one nerd point for you. But so plus one nerd point for me. I've been having nerdgasms over GTA Online. Me and Nick just watched the trailer before you got here.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
super excited. I can't wait. It's gonna be the greatest thing since the previous greatest thing, which I'm not sure what that was, but
Buttered toast.
Buttered
but was it
the
Buttered
next
Toast?
Really good
I would say
thing.
GTA 4, but Buttered Toast, you know.
So one of my buddies at work he's not a big fan of GTA 4. All he says is San Andreas,
Yeah.
San Andreas.
I'm not a big fan of the GTA series, anyways.
Well,
You're
that's
gonna
'cause
buy
you're
4.
stupid.
You're gonna buy 5. We're gonna force you.
You're gonna force me to
Yeah.
buy 5.
It's
Yeah, we're
like-
gonna kneecap
okay,
you if you
You're
don't.
gonna steal my debit card and
No, we're just
force me
gonna
to buy it?
kneecap you if you don't.
You know
Oh,
how you
yeah,
play
yeah.
Payday?
Like Nancy
Yeah.
Kerrigan.
Imagine a game where you can make any bank heist anywhere, anytime. So it's like a free world bank heist game.
It still reminds me of the time when you're in GTA and you're just walking around killing hookers for money.
Well, that's
What's wrong
I
with that?
didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
I found that as the most boring thing ever.
Well, dude.
Zach, what is boring about picking up a hooker on the side of the road, going off in the woods, shaking your car, and then running that bitch over and taking your money
Getting
back?
your money back. It's a life lesson that we should all know. I'm just kidding. It's not a life lesson. Don't repeat that. No, seriously though, GTA Online, it's like persistent world of Grand Theft Auto. So you can just pop in, go around, play with your friends. There's other people fucking whizzing by doing random shit. I mean, what's not to love about that? It's like fucking crime life sim, basically. The Sims if everything was fucked up. But it just looks awesome. You can pull off bank heists. You can go parachuting, do races,
You
do
can run
whatever.
over cyclists, which I'm sure all of us have wanted to do.
Oh,
many
yeah,
times.
exactly.
of course.
Do whatever you feel like. So I'm pretty super excited. First thing I'm gonna do is to get in a car, find a guy on a Segway, run him down.
And then you're gonna go check out that goddamn cabin on the top of the mountain.
Yeah, which everybody else is gonna be there.
Yeah.
First thing that game goes live, people are gonna hop into online, and then the whole world is gonna be at that fucking cabin.
I
to
hope
figure out
it's
what's
like
going
a
on.
giant like Rickroll sheet. Like open the door, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down.
No one's gonna it's gonna get spoiled on the internet. No one's gonna see it.
I don't think it's really anything important. I think
No,
it just
it's
happened
just-
to be there, and it looked bigger than it really was, and people were just like, "Oh my fucking
Look
god!"
at that rock, it looks like a cat.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Yeah.
No, but I'm super excited about that. That looks awesome. Also, next week, 2 big games coming out. Or, not next week, depending on when we decide to release this podcast. But we got Saints Row 4, which I know a lot of people are excited about. And also Splinter Cell Blacklist, which I'm
getting that tomorrow.
I haven't heard much about Blacklist, and I love Tom Clancy games. And I'm just very
Yeah.
surprised that I haven't heard anything about this one yet.
They didn't really start,
It's-
putting videos out or stuff until
It's been the
pretty
Division.
close.
That's all I've heard about is the Division.
Yeah, there hasn't...
I haven't heard that much of the Division.
I haven't either,
Except
but
for that trailer.
there hasn't been a lot of hype around Blacklist, which kind of gives me good feelings about it. Usually when a game's overhyped, it's kind of garbage. But I don't know, it just seems like I haven't heard much about Blacklist, and I've seen they're bringing co-op back, like they had in,
Splinter Cell.
but yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
Splinter Cell.
the first one.
No, in Chaos Theory. That
Chaos
was a
Theory,
big one to
okay.
have co-op, which was really fun. So they're bringing that back. They're bringing back Spies vs. Mercs, which I loved in Double Agent. It was a lot of fun. It's a cool game mode, and they got some like mix-up game modes where it's spies and mercs on a team versus another team of spies and mercs. So yeah, it looks pretty awesome, and I'm super excited about it.
Yeah.
Saints Row 4, however, I'm never really been into the Saints Row series that much.
I got nothing against it. But I haven't really played it either. It's always been a Grand Theft Auto knockoff, and now they're their own entity now. They've completely separated. Well, not completely, but they're pretty out there. But I don't know. I just never had anything.
They've definitely spun off their own series,
I've
made their own.
Never wanted to be like, I just want to go beat people up with a giant Topper dildo, you know?
No, I really haven't had that feel either. And I played the first Saints Row just because GTA hadn't come out on the new console, and I wanted to play a fucking open world crime game.
Crackdown.
Well, yeah.
Halo 3 demo. Woo!
But I think GTA was GTA out by then. I don't remember.
GTA 4 was not out on
Anyway,
Xbox at that point.
either way, but I bought Saints Row 1 because GTA 4 wasn't out, and it was fun. You know, it definitely felt like, hey, we're trying to be GTA. But I enjoyed it, and then I just didn't play the other ones because GTA 4 was out by then. I'm like, I have GTA 4. I don't need to play Saints Row 2. But apparently, yeah, they've definitely gone their own direction with the ridiculousness, which
Players the president.
feels like kind of alienates some fans. Where it's like, you know, you can't play in a serious crime game anymore. You have to be this ridiculous dubstep gun toting, fucking super powered, enabled, beating people up naked with a giant fucking dildo sword.
Breathe.
Yeah, exactly. No, but it's just kind of weird. It doesn't. I don't know if they've kind of pushed some people away with how ridiculous the game is, but it seems to me they have.
It's not too bad. I mean, I'm not a big fan of those series, as I said before. I just don't find.
You're not really a crime game guy, huh?
Except for Payday 2. I don't know why. I just
Yeah, but that's
love
different.
freaking
That's
Payday.
not an open world.
Well, it's not.
That's like.
Plus,
That's
it's first person. I like first person.
well, you love Left 4 Dead, and it's like Left 4 Dead Bank version.
Bank Edition.
Bank Edition, yeah.
Yeah, I do like the Left 4 Dead series.
Exactly. So I mean,
haven't.
it appeals to you that way.
Yeah.
So shout out to anyone who likes Left 4 Dead. Pick
Left
up
4 Dead
Payday.
3 confirmed.
Yeah,
We're
Left
already here.
Oh.
We know.
We already know it's confirmed based on some random screen grabs from a walkthrough tour of Valve. But
that guy must have gotten in trouble big time. Posting those pictures.
they were allowed to take pictures.
Yeah, and they're probably pissed off at them.
Oh yeah,
they
I saw
took a look at that picture.
Took a picture and you could see like a line on code that said
Oh
something
yeah,
about
said
Left 4
something
Dead
about
3.
L4D3.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then
But I mean, it's
networking.
like, is it really a surprise to anyone that they're
It
making
is.
a Left 4 Dead
I'm
3?
Come out, but
glad
not
they're
now.
taking their time because I feel the second one came out just.
Well, yeah, because they already had everything for the first one.
It sucked though because
Here's
the
the
first
models.
one was
Already
great. It was
pink and
beautiful. The
black.
second one was also beautiful if it was its own entity, but the fact that it was too much the same game. It was like, all right, we're gonna.
I'm definitely
Pop filter's going.
I'm definitely more of a fan of the first Left 4 Dead. Where
Well, me too. I think the scenes, at least being up in Maine, those scenes definitely fit the series. I mean, out in the woods, very scary. The second one is like, hey, check out this bright, festive Mardi Gras.
well, the second one, the problem I had with was like
my
in the first game, I was like into hoarding my throwables. Like, oh, I don't want to waste this in case I need it. Don't want to waste this pipe bomb. I might need it later. In the second one, there's throwables fucking everywhere. There was bile bombs and fucking pipe bombs and just all Molotovs just everywhere. It was like fucking just constantly throwing that shit out because I'm gonna have another one to pick up in a couple seconds, you know.
Survivor mode was fun. I like that. I could never make it past like 4 minutes. So
No.
that shit was hard.
No,
Yeah.
I died every time.
Yeah, I
Within,
mean
like,
it
2
was fun though.
minutes.
So
Yeah, I'm pumped for 3.
People got
It's
mad.
been a while.
yeah,
It's been a while.
it's been a while since I played. But anyway, no, yeah. So that looks cool. Also another game that looks cool that people have been talking about a lot. Titanfall, aka COD with mechs.
God with next.
Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like. It does look cool, and I like the concept of it, but it kind of feels like COD with mechs. I mean, I guess these are the developers who made Modern Warfare 2. I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on Titanfall?
I don't know much about it.
Really?
Me neither.
What about you?
I've probably only seen like one article about it.
Last mech game I really got into is Armored Core. I think it was 2. It was a PlayStation 2 launch title. I think
Oh
it was
my
Armored
God.
Core 2 or 3.
That shout out to old ass game right there.
That game was fun as hell if you wanted to spend like 90 hours customizing your goddamn mech.
Yeah, mech customization is cool, but I don't know. Titanfall is kind of like more of a fast-paced mech game. And it's not really a mech game though. It's like first-person shooter and mech. It's kind of weird. It's hard to describe what it is, but it looks pretty cool, and I like the concept that a lot of games are bringing in the next gen, where it's like more persistent world, more online, not really online only, I guess, is kind of what's coming. Which, sorry to people who don't have internet, you're not listening to this anyway, so I don't know why I'm apologizing to you. But
if you don't have internet, go screw yourself.
If you don't have internet, you're not listening to this podcast, so whatever.
You can't look at cat gifs. And that's like porn and cat gifs. That's the internet.
Imagine if aliens came down to our planet and just hooked up to the internet to figure out what our species was like. Like, these people worship cats
and tits.
Yeah, well, I know, but it's like, what are future civilizations on this planet gonna think like when they look back at this time? It's like, they worship cats. That's probably ancient Egyptians probably didn't even worship cats. They're just like, fucking cats are funny, lol. Let's put them in here randomly in this hieroglyphic. Like, oh, here's a pharaoh. Here's this guy digging. Oh, I'll put a fucking cat in here. People, that's lolsy. And now we think, oh, they worship cats. So. That's what people are going to think about us in 1,000 years. I mean, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Leaving evidence behind of law cats. They're just like, these people love the shit out of cats.
Look, this is a Pop-Tart cat that shits rainbows.
9 Cat's going to be like the super god. He's like the god of the night sky. Hey, they worship this god.
Rainbows.
They called him 9 Cat or something of the sort in their crazy tongue.
Somehow we probably lost pronunciation somewhere.
What the fuck were we talking about before we get the cats and tits?
Games?
Games. Yeah, I don't know. What were we talking? We're talking about Titanfall, and then somehow we
Yeah.
got to cats. I don't know how that happened, but I guess
But the game that I'm really excited for is actually The Division. It's just, even though I won't have the Xbox One till probably a month or two after
The
it comes
Xbox
out.
One?
Yeah.
No PS4?
No, as much as I like the PS4, I'll probably keep on going with Xbox. I switched a long time ago.
I switched to 360, but I don't know. Xbox One's gonna do something to win me over, and they did get rid of the Kinect.
They
thing.
got rid of the Kinect requirements where every console will ship with a Kinect, but you're not going to be required to have it plugged in. Which now that they've said that, I probably won't even get it out of the box.
Yeah,
To be honest.
it's still in bubble wrap.
I was kind of
It's gonna be
hoping
in
to
the
get
bubble
like a
wrap.
national
All
like
pop.
FAP day going on. You know, it's like
Just FAP in
everybody
front of
open
your
up your
Kinect.
Xbox One and let's let Microsoft see what we do on a daily day.
Well, I mean, that's what it would see me do every day anyway, so I don't know if that's anything new, but no, I mean, it's cool. I don't understand the privacy concerns that people had. Like, you have a phone, and most people do, where you have a front-facing and rear-facing camera with a microphone that can be enabled at any point in time. So,
Yeah, it
Yeah, sure.
can be enabled at any point in time. The
Kinect is
Kinect is always going to be on. That was the big thing I think that people were concerned about, and the fact that Microsoft's really
well, your
sneaky
phone
about-
camera is
Yeah,
always on
teamwork.
anyway. Anytime you have a battery in your phone, that camera
Potentially, yes, your phone could be on any time whatsoever. But the Kinect originally was supposed to always be online, so there wasn't like a possibility they're not listening to me. It was they're always.
yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but really, how much do people give a fuck what you're saying? Besides this podcast, listen to us.
Yeah, we're cool.
But no, but I mean, like, I really don't think that anybody would want to watch in on my living room and watch me fucking sit and watch Netflix and
Well, I'm
stare.
pretty sure Obama would.
Really, he wants to watch me watch Netflix?
That's
Yeah, I'll say he's looking at Breaking Bad.
He's watching Breaking Bad, obviously planning to make meth, send in the NSA. But I mean, just like, I really don't think anybody wants to watch me, like, sit in my living room and watch Netflix and watch YouTube and just like
While
stare
your
at the
box
screen
is eating
with
Cheetos.
dead eyes, just drooling, like
in the dark.
in the dark, you know.
With the glow.
So
of
I'm
the
not.
TV
I mean, I understand they want reacting to fans' concerns, but it's just like,
Microsoft is just warping so hardcore. Like I remember.
Yeah,
they
but do you
said
see
they
it that way,
weren't
or
gonna
do you see
change
it-
anything in that E3 conference? Like, no, we're really happy with the product. We love what we've made. We're not changing anything.
they're politicianing.
Yeah, and then they're
Yeah.
like, okay, we're getting rid of the DRM. Yay, please love us again. Okay, we're getting rid of Kinect. Please love us. And
Well, everyone was bitching. That's all it was.
well, yeah, the internet.
I-
That's
do
what
you-
the internet is. It's
Yeah.
Well, no, but do you think that they are just doing that, or do you think they're actually listening to their consumers? Like,
They are now because they figured out that they can't do whatever the fuck they want.
well, so they were trying. It seems like they were trying to push forward some progressive policies that weren't popular because they didn't explain them. Which I'll admit, they had the worst PR
Yeah.
campaign in the history of video games ever.
PlayStation 4 had the best. They just let Microsoft do everything for them.
They did. They had a good plan, but they also weren't really pushing anything new forward or anything good. You know, they're pushing forward fucking share button, which who gives a shit about? You know, oh, I can
I can't
share all my
believe-
gameplay with my
Why
friends.
the fuck did PlayStation do that? Let's put the fucking share button right where the select button used to be. So now when you're playing your game, your finger slips. Oh, you've just connected to Facebook, and you're just gonna have to hold on, game pause.
It's like I don't give a fuck what other people are playing. you know, unless I want to actually play with them, which
Yeah.
I'll look them up on my friends list and go, hey, do you want to play this? You
Yeah,
know,
I'm
I don't
playing-
want to watch you play fucking Infamous
It's
2 or
PlayStation,
3.
not what am I playing station.
Hey, that's
Hey,
a new tagline for them. What am I playing station for? But no, it's
Hashtag,
like
what am
I don't
playing
want people to watch me play. If I do, I'll actually upload something to the internet called a Let's Play, which people already have major access to. I don't want somebody to be able to fucking beat a boss for me because I'm too inept at video games. You know what I mean? Like, how is that a feature? You could let your friends play the game for you. Like, are you serious? I don't.
Or you could just plug in your Game Shark. Remember those days?
Oh
where
my
you
god!
could
But
load
it's
your-
like, do you really?
Freaking Game Shark.
Is this a game system anymore, or is this I want other people to play the game for me system? You know what I mean? Like,
That would piss me off if I was playing a game and then, you know, I go to bed, wake up, and it's like, okay, I don't remember being 75% in the game.
it's not like
already.
that. It's like, say you couldn't beat a boss, you could
Yeah.
invite someone to play the boss for you. Like, oh, I can't beat this boss. I still want to keep playing. I'm too much of an asshole to lower the difficulty settings, so I'll just have this guy who's good at the game play it for me. Like,
Oh, that's horrible.
yeah, but that's a feature that they were like pushing out to people. Like, you can have your friends play your games for you.
I don't want to have other people play my game.
Yeah, exactly. Like, is that really a gaming
I
anymore?
want
Are you
people
really
to
a
play with
gamer
us,
if you
like
want
co-op.
somebody else to play your games for you? You know what I mean? It just seems like, how is that a feature? I don't know. And then there are other features. What, a touchpad on the controller?
Yeah, the back side of the
Yeah,
controller?
well, no, on the front, right on the
I was
front.
thinking the Vita, yeah.
Yeah, so exactly.
Yeah,
The
it's the
Vita.
same thing.
How popular has that been on the Vita? Like, you can have some random
It's
contextual
like
controls.
the,
You did it with
the-
Uncharted too. Well, Uncharted with the game, with Uncharted with on PlayStation Vita. You're doing
Yeah, you
something.
can hack through some bamboo with the
Yeah.
touchpad. Like, big fucking deal.
The PlayStation 3 did something that with their controller. They had that, I don't know what the fuck you want to call it, but you could tilt the controller back.
Six
and forth.
axis.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay, that's what it was.
six-axis.
There's like 4 games that use that.
Yeah,
They're
which
like,
is when
"Hey, look,
why
look."
I'm thinking I'm looking at this touchpad that they're saying, oh, look at this cool new touchpad that we're. Look at the cool new 6-axis that you didn't use in any games, and even if you did, it broke immersion
Look
completely.
at the Dreamcast memory card. That was
But you know what I mean? Like that 6-axis thing, right? You don't know when to use it. You don't think of it as a control. At least I don't when I play my PS3.
I've only
And then
seen,
this fucking icon pops up and it's like, shake your controller. I'm like, oh, this is really immersive. I'm fucking shaking my controller. You just totally reminded me that I'm playing a video game.
yeah, my buddy was playing. I don't know what game. I forget what game he was playing, but he's like, "Oh, check out this 6-axis," and he just like it's a load menu, and you just like, "Look, I can warp the load menu with my." Congrats. That was it. Like that was like the big feature of the game. Well, it wasn't the big feature in the game, but that was like the only 6-axis thing.
Yeah,
where you
and
could,
it's like-
during the load menu, you can just shake your controller and.
And I have a feeling, is that going to happen with this new touchpad on the PS4, where like 4 games that are Sony developed use it, and it's bullshit, and you don't really give a fuck.
See,
You
if
could
they're-
have
if they're
just
gonna-
used a button.
If they're gonna use that touchpad, they need to make something like Super Mario 64 where you can fuck with Mario's face. That would be fun.
Yeah.
If, like during the load screen, you're like, "Oh, I'm just gonna fuck."
But
this
even
guy's
so,
face
isn't
up."
that really gimmicky? Like, is that going to sell this new touchpad feature of in a load screen you can warp Mario's face?
That is the new consoles. That's all we wanted.
We just want
Just
to
a
warp
warp
Mario's
Mario.
face.
We just want that Mario Party mini game.
I don't feel that it's a good feature at all. Like the Wii U, their gamepad, that feels really gimmicky too. Where it's like, yeah, some games use it kind of cool ways.
Well, yeah, I like that. I think it's gonna be kind of cool. The fact you can play your game with the TVs off, kind of like the Shield. I mean, well, not like the Shield. The Shield you can just kind of use your computer to run the game and
Are you
play
talking
someone
about
else.
the Nvidia Shield?
Yeah,
Oh, that was.
But, I
I
mean-
saw a video on that. It was awesome. I loved it.
I think it's a cool idea. It's like, oh, my dad wants to watch the game, but I'm a lazy hoe and I want to play Metroid.
Yeah, but you
So-
can't really do that.
Yeah, you can, because you can play it on your controller. And
The
it'll
Wii
be-
U.
Yeah, the Wii U.
But I
The
thought
Wii U
most
does that.
most of the Wii U's features with that gamepad were like asymmetrical, where you needed your TV and you needed
No,
your gamepad.
that's
Some games.
Some games,
Some
like
games.
for like a quiz game, I thought it was kind of cool if you want to be like the quiz master or whatever.
You
You
have
have
the
all the
tablet
questions
game.
right there with
Yeah.
you, so you can read them off.
Yep. It feels kind of gimmicky. Like I like the
But it is.
I like the
That's
Xbox One.
Nintendo, though, with their
I like the new Xbox controller where it's a controller. That's
Yeah.
what I want from a
It's
game.
just
I don't
a
understand why
controller.
these companies want to sell me these random bullshit features, like the Kinect's random bullshit feature and Move, and it's like I don't want motion controlled. I don't want touchpad. I don't want.
I don't want that anal suppository.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want the anal probe that I have to sit on and
Where you
move my
don't
rectum around to
We
control.
know
it
your
there.
blood pressure. Thanks, Xbox.
It's like
I'm so glad.
I want a controller that controls my games. What is wrong with that? You know, it's like what there. So Kinect was touting a feature where like, oh, in the game, so you have night vision goggles, you can move your hand up and flip them down. It's like, you know, yeah, that's a really natural control.
button.
You know what you can do? You can move your thumb a quarter of a fucking inch and hit a button. That would do just as
Yeah,
well.
you gotta think, gamers are pretty fucking lazy. We all have those moments where, I mean, you
Is
just
it
want to
lazy?
curl up on the fucking couch and you don't want to do shit but move your fingers.
Is it lazy or is it efficiency? Is it really better? Like, think about how fast I can perform that action
No,
with a
that's
button
true.
compared to like oh, I hit a button. That's how fast.
I'm thinking of the
or
times when
I can reach up off of my controller, touch the side of my face, and then reach back down and grab my controller. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. I was just talking about like some of those times where, like, you know, you get curled up, nice winter day, just kind of hiding underneath your blankets, you know, just all curled up with a little wire coming out one end.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
have your
no.
vibrator.
You gotta have the.
You gotta have your vibrator, yeah. Because your controller is obviously
I was
wireless.
talking about the N64 Rumble Pack.
Oh,
Yeah, the remember the good old Rumble Pack that you had to
Vibrate?
plug. You had
It
to
is
plug.
it vibrates.
You had to plug into the back of your controller. Like that's how archaic Rumble was on the N64.
Hey, that was some crazy shit, man.
It was, and that expandable memory for the N64 as well.
Yeah, you can get yourself a 256 kilobyte card. I'm not even joking. Like, I have a card that says that 256. They're advertising it like some big impressive shit.
Oh yeah, like it was amazing. It was the best thing since fucking
Floppy.
the internet.
Wait, did you see Steve's controller when you went up last weekend?
Yeah.
You saw that, didn't you?
It's,
He showed
it's
me.
not really a controller. It's like a knockoff
It's a
game
knockoff.
system. It's an N64 controller,
Yep.
wannabe.
Yep.
And then it's got like a cartridge on the bottom of it, like the memory card.
Yep.
You go, and it's like you're loading a game pack, and it's just like some shitty knockoff. Like, hey, play these crappy games we have.
Huh.
Doesn't work. And then it's got
Yeah.
you can plug a second controller into that controller, so you have two controllers plugged into each other.
Like
Yeah,
a
and
like
I
a
took
like an
that con-
unholy abomination.
Yeah, and I
it was.
took
It
that
looked-
controller
It looked horrible.
and I plugged it into a Sega. It had the same ports as a Sega. And then we tried to play a Sega Genesis game with that
Yeah.
controller. And
No.
you could hit one button, and every time you hit it, it'd do something different. So it'd go up, it'd hit A, it'd hit C, it'd change down. It was so
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's
What was
crazy.
that thing called? Like the Power Stick, or I don't know. It's-
They've done a lot of those
Something
where
along
like
those
direct to TV plug-in controller.
Yeah, that's what it was.
They're just awful.
It was.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrible.
I don't understand why people try to sell those anymore. Like, does anybody buy those?
For a while, they were really popular because there's a lawsuit after this, but probably like 5 or 6 years ago, a lot of people were making those. You buy a controller and it has like 90 Nintendo Entertainment System games in there or Super Nintendo games in there. Because there's some copyright thing. They thought they had rights to it because the copyrights expired or whatever, but then Nintendo re-upped them, so essentially... I remember seeing them in the malls. You
Yeah,
could go
yeah,
there,
yeah,
you could
yeah.
buy like 100 NES games
Yeah.
built into a controller.
Yeah.
But then they got sued somehow, so they don't exist.
Aw.
But they
So
were
if you had
popular
one
for
of
a
those, they
while.
were awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But now you can go out and get some Ackman action. You know, they just...
Knock them off
Yeah.
completely. Yeah, like Chinese shitty
I actually played
knockoffs.
that game on my Texas Instrument TI
Oh.
like 84. They called it Ackman. Just like the letter A,
Yes,
just walking around
yes,
swallowing.
yeah.
Oh my god, that's awesome. That's awesome. That reminds me of like ROMs, where you just download ROMs for every game. Like, oh, I don't actually want to go buy this game. I'll just
The Doom.
ROM.
get a
Yeah,
ROM
Doom.
for it. Yep,
Yeah.
Doom. I had like every Mario ROM. I had all the Metroid ROMs. Where big surprise, she's a girl. Like that was the
Spoiler.
big reveal at the end of the game. Like, you beat this awesome Nintendo game. It was a girl. Like, oh, yeah, whatever.
I'm really questioning my sexuality now.
Yeah.
No wonder I had a heart on the whole game.
Well, at least I feel better about myself now that I know.
Like that guy in Mulan. Like, why am I strangely attracted to this man?
Yeah, I saw that little comic strip.
Yeah. Like, oh, because it's a woman. Yeah, that was definitely.
On a side note, Captain Falcon has red-colored nipples.
Okay.
You play Smash Bros. I noticed this. I was just looking. He's got a purple suit, and then he's got red nipples. Nintendo, why did you put that? Who puts red nipples on their super suit?
Super suit.
Where's my super suit?
Next time you play Smash Bros.
Oh my
or
God.
look at that. He's got red nipples.
Shout out to Red Nipples. Oh my god.
Hashtag red nipples.
No hashtags. We don't hashtag
No,
here. We
no,
don't YOLO,
no.
and there's no swag.
No, we
I
gotta
know
start.
yellow or swag.
We gotta start a hashtag Red Nipples now on Twitter.
Yeah.
Just, I was playing Smash Bros the other day. Hashtag Red Nipples. Speaking of Smash Bros, new Smash Bros game. Will that compel you to buy a Wii U at all in any way?
Still no.
I have not bet. I don't own any Smash Bros. Except for the original one because I don't think
N64.
any of them are any good aside from the original. I mean,
Hey,
they're good.
Hey,
But the original one is just
the GameCube
badass.
one was amazing. I will not have you
didn't-
talk shit about that.
I
It
didn't
was
like the GameCube
Oh,
one because
what?
you fell too quickly and you had
Aw.
those charge moves, so you could just sit on that edge and like, oh, my foot's charging, go boom, bitch is dead.
Yeah, it was the
it
whole
was
point.
A good game though. It was fun. I really enjoyed it, but
It was great.
The
The
N64
Wii version
is
was
my
not
shit.
that good. I did not like the Wii version of Super Smash Brothers.
I thought it was okay.
Maybe
I
those-
didn't
it
like
wasn't the
controlling it
best.
with the Wii remote. It just didn't work for me. If you
I-
had one of those classic controllers, it was great.
Yeah.
But if you tried to play it with the Wii remote, it just
Maybe the Wii Fit trainer with the yoga pants. She might convince me. to
yoga
buy it.
pants, man. That'll be a big game seller.
Always yoga pants.
But I mean, I'm excited for it. I don't know if I'm gonna buy a Wii U for that though. Like, that's not really a
See, I'm
console
gonna
seller.
wait. I just bought a Wii this year, and
Finally.
yeah. Well, no, I don't. I usually take a while to buy it before I buy a console. I mean,
Yep.
I love Nintendo. They're one of my favorite developers, but they have a lot of crap on their systems now too. I mean,
They don't have a lot of crap. They don't have a lot on their
now,
systems.
you go to GameStop. You go to the Wii section, and then it's like, hey, congratulations! 80% of these games right here are these really shitty third-party developers that are making like some stupid wave your wand around at a damn chicken kind of shit.
I'd buy that. Wave your wand at a chicken. The
That's
game.
actually the title.
Is it?
Wave wand at chicken?
The game.
Yeah, so waving wands at chickens the game, which is pretty much like every other Wii game out there. Just wave your wand at random shit that's floating around.
I agree. I love waving my wand at random shit that's floating around. If you know what I mean. No, you don't know. Shout out to waving your wand.
I don't wave my wand
In public.
Speaking of shitty games with the game at the end of the title, Battleship, the game,
based on the movie, based on the board game, based on the Navy military strategy.
based on boats.
Boats.
I'm based on a boat.
I'm on a boat, bitch. No, but yeah, fuck that game. What is with the trend of just making awful movie games? Like, what is it? I understand it's a cash in, but who the fuck buys those?
Grandparents.
Yeah, grandparents for their
Like,
grandchildren.
oh, my kid loves Despicable Me. Let's go get the shitty knockoff Despicable Me Build-A-Me.
Okay, I forgot about grandparents. That is true.
That is the entire market right
Build-A-Me.
there.
Is that enough of a market to
Yes, it
release
is.
the game at $60? I mean,
Grandparents don't have anything else to spend their money on. Well, I already bought
guess.
6 pounds of candy for the kid. What
I
the
guess,
hell
but
else?
like RIPD, the game, like an arcade game that's released only online on Xbox, like who the
Really?
fuck's buying that? Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
yeah, they released a game for that.
I still haven't
shitty
seen the movie yet.
I guess it's terrible, but
I just want to see it because I see
Alright.
that Chinese actor.
yeah, but anyway, RIPD
Excuse
the
me,
movie,
bang, bang.
which is bad, released RIPD the game on Xbox Live Arcade, which grandparents aren't buying that. I mean, I guess it's not $60, but it's like what the fuck, you know?
I always like it when my grandma talks about video games. It's always funny. It's like, your sister really likes playing those videos. She doesn't say video games. She always says videos. She always likes playing those videos.
Everything's Nintendo though, right? Like,
Yeah.
you're playing on there on that Nintendo. It's like, Grandma, this is a PlayStation. This is a PC. Like,
I'm on a PC.
That Nintendo there. What are you playing some games on that Nintendo?
Oh jeez.
I mean, right? Isn't that what they say?
Yeah.
The Nintendo. Even if it doesn't matter what it is, it's the fucking Nintendo. Maybe that's
You
why
know-
the Wii sold so well. It's like, oh, they love playing that Nintendo.
All right, Grandma. Sure.
That's kind of weird. My dad could never say Mario right. He'd say Mario.
Was he from Jersey?
No, I don't know what it was. There's a thing, though. It was only in the context of Super Mario. He'd be like, hey, you want to play some Mario Kart? You want to go get some Mario's Pizza? Wait a second, Dad. Could you say that sentence one more time? Yeah, we're going to go get some Mario's Pizza and then play some Mario Kart. Where the hell did that word change between the pizza guy's place and the plumber?
That's awesome. I mean, they're both Italian, right? Like, you
Yeah.
think you'd be able to understand that Mario, not Mario. Like, did he just suddenly, every time he was talking about Nintendo, pick
Every
up, like,
time.
a Jersey accent?
It's always Mario when he's talking
Like,
about...
yeah, you put that Princess Zelda and with the fucking Mario. And just turned it like a Jersey boy all of a sudden.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like anyway. I don't know. I wasn't there.
All right, let's go back to current gaming news.
I know, right? Getting a little old school
Well,
here.
Oh, right. No, go, Zach.
Well, I was gonna say, have you guys seen the Oculus already?
Yeah,
Yep.
the ref.
Yeah, the Oculus Rift. Do you think that that's a next step forward in other
I
games?
think
I can't
that-
wait until I
I
saw people
think-
use it for the PC.
Yeah.
For Minecraft, I've seen people play it for Minecraft.
Ooh, that
And-
sounds like fun.
It was, but the only thing that sucked is, you know how the HUD is where station is fixed on the screen.
Yep.
Well, when you're looking around, it's fixed in one area.
Oh, that's weird.
So it was kind of awkward, but I mean, you know,
So it could be,
Minecraft
like,
wasn't
behind
really
you?
made. Yeah, it could be behind you, but you're always gonna have to look forward, and it'll be there, but it'll be in floating space.
My money says once the Oculus Rift comes out, they're gonna be like, "Hey, porn, the strip club, the game." You're just gonna like, ba 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 da.
No, I mean I can't.
Next, they just need smell-o-vision, battery acid, and fish. Feels like I'm right there.
I mean, what the fuck? No, I'm super excited for VR, but I think this is like the early adopters where it's not super popular. I don't think the Oculus Rift will do super well. I don't think this is the place, but I think that's the generation.
What about the Nintendo Virtual Boy?
Okay, so that was really early adopter.
Yeah, that was
like
very
fucking
early.
Betamax. But no, I just think this is too. It's not quite developed yet. It looks cool. Yeah, it's like a novelty right now. I think the next version that comes out is going to be the real big thing where it's going to start a movement toward VR. Because who doesn't want a fucking awesome VR game where you are in the game, your character is you, you're fucking running around killing dragons and shit.
Welcome to the Matrix, my friend.
Dude, if I could plug into the Matrix and play some awesome games, I totally would.
Who says you're not plugged in the Matrix?
Well, I can't do cool shit, so.
I can't.
I want a Matrix where I can do cool shit. I want a Matrix inside the Matrix. That's what I want. Where
I want to be in the Matrix and actually be able to take a cool shit. Like, that would be unique, having an icy shit.
I don't think that's
Taking
a very
an
good
icy
gameplay
shit?
mechanic.
I've never experienced that.
Taking a shit the game.
Taking a shit the game. Icy edition.
I think we need to make a movie based on that before we can make that game. I don't think you're allowed to make a game that bad unless you're
Icy Poop, the movie based on the game, based on the board game.
Board game.
You're gonna make a board game now, Icy Poop?
Yeah, you can.
Was it like shoots and ladders, but it's like plumbing and steps? Just call it shits and ladders.
Oh, no,
shit
Billy
again.
ate some laxatives. Go back 6 spaces.
You landed under the open sewage pipe. Go back to start.
No, but I'm actually really excited for the Oculus Rift because I was watching a video on YouTube for Minecraft.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, it looks great, but they would have to.
There's always a butt, right? At the
There's
end.
always a but yeah, there's always a but with new stuff like
Yeah.
this, like Xbox One, but PlayStation 4, but
Yeah, I know, I agree.
when I was watching it, you know how the chickens are
Kim
only supposed to be-
Kardashian
but
Gets fucked in a porno.
yeah,
Anyway.
by Kanye West.
by Kanye West and named the child
It
Northwest.
was,
Ray J.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Ray J.
Ray J.
Yeah,
Let's get an expert over here.
Ray J.
I've seen
Anyway.
it a couple times.
Have you?
Oh, I don't
Alright,
know.
anyway.
But what I'm saying is the chicken. You know, the chickens are supposed to be only like a foot high.
Yeah.
It looked like a small dog.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the problem that they have with VR right now is most games, right? Where they put the camera isn't actually in your character's head. They put the camera in like the chest,
Yeah.
and they do like these weird tricks to make the height seem like you're that tall. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's moving the camera out just a little more.
Well,
Than
I don't know exactly what they do, but they make it seem like your character is actually 6 feet tall when really the camera's like located like chest level, and that's why you have your arms like out there like that. But yeah, so if you saw like the camera moving around, it'd be like this midget running around like, like 4 feet high with some arms floating up above it. But no, I don't know. That's why they're having problems with some VR games. Like why certain like they're gonna have to develop specifically for VR, so it doesn't give you that weird feeling of like when you're moving in a game.
Yeah.
This is another problem with VR is that your character actually moves like 30 miles an hour when it's running, you know, to make it seem like you're running at a normal speed. So when you're playing in VR and you're running around, you're like fucking whizzing everywhere at 4 feet off the ground, and it's the weirdest thing you've ever seen.
It's like playing Odd Job on GoldenEye, sidestepping.
Yeah, pretty much.
Here I am, bitch.
But yes, that's what they're gonna have to overcome with. They're gonna have to have games developed for VR so that like you're not running at 30 miles an hour 4 feet off the ground, where you're actually 5-6 feet off the ground running at a normal pace. You know, you're not Usain Bolt the midget version.
the game.
Yeah,
Based on the movie.
Based on the movie.
Based on the board game.
but yeah, so that's the problem they're gonna have with VR is the weird camera tricks that games do nowadays in first-person view. So
Well, I think they're doing pretty well right now. If they can make a kid scared of just watching a demo of a roller coaster. I don't know if you guys seen that video.
Dude,
yet.
I was scared
That was
when
awesome.
people's faces would show up through the door in GoldenEye. Like, that would make me shipwrecked. Like,
Yeah.
oh, there's a fucking face in there.
yeah, but that wasn't meant to scare you. That was just bad popping.
Well,
Hello.
that game's
Technical
scary.
limitations, no!
It was nice because you could actually shoot them too. It's like, oh look, there's a face in the wall. I can shoot it.
Yeah, there you go. Or you ever seen those really bad glitches in GoldenEye where like the fucking you look through the cell and the person's like spazzing out and their
Oh,
arms are
yeah.
going inside of them and shit. They're like flipping around at like fucking 800 miles an hour. That's some scary shit right there. You want to make a survival horror game? Just make technical glitches in the game. People's faces are like stretching out and shit.
Yeah, so it's Gary's mod pretty much.
Gary, yep, there you go. That's the best survival horror game on the market. Gary's mod.
Well, they just made a game for Slenderman for Gary's mod.
Really, Slenderman Gary's mod
Where,
game?
well, you play as in multiplayer.
Yep.
And one person gets to be Slenderman, and
That's
walks
kinda
around. And there's obviously pages. There's 8 pages obviously on the map,
Yep.
and they go around looking for him. And since you're Slenderman, you see all the figures like if you can see them through walls and
Yeah.
through trees, and they show up a number on like how many pages they have.
Yeah.
And you can toggle your visibility.
Yeah.
But no one can see you, which sucks if you have 3 people looking in opposite directions back to back. So they can see everywhere, and you can't toggle the invisibility. And when you get seen, you freeze, but you take some health, quote unquote, away from the characters, like,
Yeah.
and their colors change as you see them,
Yeah.
which I thought was an awesome game to scare people, because Slenderman's up there with scary figures now, which
Yeah.
I'm saying with Jason Voorhees, something like that.
I think he's scarier than that. A fucking guy in a hockey mask. No, but
You say that now.
Yeah, I say that now, and like 10 years from now, I'd be like, "Was that fucking scared of that Slender Man? America must be pretty fat if their scariest figure is a guy that's skinny." But I don't
In
know.
a suit.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, have you ever seen the other game that's like a multiplayer Slender Man, where it's called Survivors, where you play like co-op? It's not just one guy walking
Yeah.
around the woods. You get like 3 or 4 people that walk around the woods, and you look like the Team Fortress engineer. And you walk around the woods, and it's not like Slender Man. It's like this like giant werewolf, like red.
Yeah.
You seen that?
Yeah.
And that looks like a cool concept too, where it's like a co-op, and it's still really survival horror. Because most games, when you add in co-op to survival horror, it's like not scary anymore. You're fucking picking up bodies and flipping around and shit, But it actually seemed pretty scary still, which I thought was kind of cool. So
Co-op horror for me. Usually when I play co-op horror, it's more of like I play and then I turn the lights off and then my buddy watches me.
Yeah.
Like I used to do it with
You get watched by someone else.
well, it was Steve and Emily. They used to
Oh,
watch me
okay.
play oh god, Condemned 2. That game's pretty scary. It's
Yeah,
got some
it
good
is.
cinematic scenes, and I'm a pretty good gamer, not gonna brag, so I didn't die that often. So it at least made sense when they come over. It's like watching TV. You get an
On the
episode.
TV.
You'd watch me play for 40 minutes, and
Yeah.
like an episode in the chapter, and it's pretty good. But that's like survival horror for me as far as co-op. It's like
Yeah.
you kind of just gotta watch the other person. 'Cause
yeah, so I was really into Dead Space, survival
Yeah.
horror, shout out, I guess. But when we played me and Zach played Dead Space 3, and it just ruined the horror because we're just making jokes over Xbox Live and just kind of cracking.
They're
like,
cracking up laughing.
Look, I can fucking throw this body across the room with my, It's like kind of like Dead Space 1 was kind of mildly scary. It had some moments, and Dead Space 2 definitely has.
Definitely
some
scared the
moments
shit
with
out of me.
fucking eye thing, needle.
Yeah.
Fuck that thing.
Yeah. Oh, dude, eyes are my thing. I can't do that.
Have you played Dead Space 2?
No, I haven't. Eyes and babies are 2 things that should not be in
Then
horror
you probably
movies.
shouldn't play the
Dead
baby.
Space
You probably shouldn't play Dead Space 2 then.
No, but okay, spoilers here. Dead Space 2, there's one point where like your eye is open and you're in this machine, and there's like a fucking needle like comes straight at your eye, and you actually have to guide this needle into your eyeball, and you have to only get it so deep because you have to like penetrate your like retina and get. I forget what the concept was, but if you went too far, it like fucking drove right through your eye and killed you.
Yeah.
And also babies, Dead Space 2, there's all kinds of these like baby fucking
Yeah.
They're aliens.
Aliens.
Well, I'm okay then if they're aliens.
They're not really aliens. They're human babies that have been like taken over by this what is it, necromorph
Yeah.
virus or whatever.
Something like that.
And they're the fucking most
All
terrifying
you hear is
thing.
and you're like,
Yeah,
oh my
and
god.
you're like you're walking through a nursery.
30
and
of them
these
come out of
fucking
nowhere.
babies just start jumping out at you. It's the
Did you
creepiest
guys
thing.
play Max Payne?
Yes.
Max Payne.
The first one, the original one.
Yeah, I've seen, I
a
played the
little
first
bit.
one.
Yep.
That fucking scene when you go, you're like, it's like a dream scene, and you're like just jumping from blood splatter to blood splatter, and you just hear the baby screaming.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Well, if you really don't like babies, I don't know if what's the game? Is it like I Am Sleep or some shit?
You walk around in a house as a baby.
Oh yes, I saw him play that.
Yeah, there's been Let's Plays of that, but
The hell?
there's a game
Yeah.
you walk around. You're a baby, and you have to walk around in this house at night, and there's like just creepy fucking sounds and like shadows and shit.
It probably scared the
Something's
shit out of me.
walking around.
You
Yeah,
know,
it's meant to
Mist.
scare you out.
The original Mist scared the shit
Oh,
out of me.
don't even get me started on Mist. Really?
Yeah, you're a big.
Did,
I'm a
did
big
you,
Mist
Did you
fan.
get scared of the first Mist? Like,
No, I didn't.
it's like when I went down to
Oh.
that generator room when you're on that first island,
Yeah,
you go that
yeah.
whole line, like you go down there, you hear some like weird like wah, 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 wah. Like I don't. That's my
Yeah.
best replication of the noise, but
But-
it's just like scared. Like I always thought there was gonna be something in Mist. I was just gonna be like, there goes your face. Fuck you. You're 8.
Oh, it's never like that.
No.
Well, I wasn't allowed to play the first game alone because my dad saw the rating on it.
Which was a 10 out of 10.
Well, no, I think it was,
I think he means the ES.
I think yeah. No, I think
It's
it was,
too good,
I think it was
you
like
can't play
teen.
it alone.
I think it was made for teen, and my dad didn't want
No,
me
you're
playing
gonna go
it.
play Wave the Wand at the chicken game. That only got a 7.
That really gets.
What?
I don't
How
know.
was Mist rated anything other than the E? Because there is nothing scary. There's no tits. There's
No, I
maybe-
think it was
what's-
more. No, I wouldn't say horror, but it was like
It was
mi-
creepy. I
mild
was scared of it.
violence or something. I can't actually tell you because I don't have it in front of
Scary
me.
pages with crackly noises and video you can't understand. Rated T for teen.
This is T for teen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I never played it.
You have to play at least.
I don't
Get
have to
you.
do shit. I
You
don't like
have to
point-and-click
play
adventures.
Mist.
I don't like point and click.
You should play Maniac Mansion. That's a really good one.
I'm not into the point and click.
You're gonna point
But then-
and you're gonna
But
click.
you
I'm
played
gonna-
The Walking Dead and you loved it.
Yeah, but that was because I liked the story. That wasn't because I like.
Mist has a great story.
Does it now though?
It does. It has a great
Still?
story.
Yeah, this dude falls out of the sky.
Yeah.
The story. I
Based
mean,
on true events.
I'll think about it, but I probably am not gonna play Mist.
Well,
I'm
I
just gonna
got
tell
I
you
got
right
Mist.
now.
I got the Mist 2, Ribbon, and actually I have all of them. All of them on CD somewhere in the house.
Yep.
And I couldn't find the Mist game, and I got so impatient I actually bought it on Steam
Yeah.
and I played it.
The only point and click adventure I've ever liked, other than The Walking Dead, because that was a great story, it made me cry manly tears.
Yeah.
Same
here.
Was Monkey Island. Monkey Island games are awesome. If you guys have
Never
ever
played
not-
that
Never
one.
even heard of it.
Oh my god, it's another LucasArts game. I think it's LucasArts. Yeah, LucasArts game.
So it was like Maniac Mansion then, because they made.
Same company.
Yep.
But yeah, so Monkey Island is fucking awesome. It's wicked funny and it's super entertaining and you would love it if you like the Miss point and click adventure style
Yeah.
game.
Puzzles.
Yeah, it's fun. It's great. I recommend it highly to anyone out there in the audience.
For playing Monkey. Monkey
Island.
Monkey Island.
Yep.
Monkey Island.
Great game.
When you say Monkey Island, I just think of that PlayStation game when you're monkeys with the helmet.
Super Monkey Ball.
No, not that one. Ape Escape.
Never played that one.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that was a shitty game.
I loved it as a kid.
You guys ever play Whiplash?
Never heard of it.
That was a very unique game, and I wish they made a sequel to it. It was you played as I don't know exactly what these characters were. I think it was like a mongoose or a
Ferret?
fox. something like
Silly little
that.
ferret.
And then he had a rabbit chained to him. It was like you were in like an animal experimentation lab, right? And
Okay,
they
sorry,
had, so they're-
animal lovers out there.
they were chained to each other, and so essentially what you did, you were the weasel. Oh, the weasel, that's what it was. You would just walk around using the bunny on a chain as your weapon. So you just, it was just so much fun. You could find like power ups for the bunny, so you could like feed him these weird potions in this animal lab.
Here,
No-
eat this.
Yeah, the whole point of that game was to go through it and destroy as much shit as you could, because you get a counter. It would tell you the value of all the stuff you're destroying as you're going through this giant open world laboratory thing.
Weird.
It sounds like a weird game.
It was fun, and they didn't make a sequel. And yeah, you get to throw a bunny around that's attached to you by a
That
chain.
is a very odd game.
It was.
Yeah.
I wonder who the developers were on that.
You can
Hi.
find out.
I
Said who they were, not what they
think
were.
it was Eidos. I think they did it.
That was
but
Eidos. They made a lot of really weird
I could be
games back
wrong
then.
though. I could be
A
wrong.
lot of weird games. Speaking of bashing shit up in the game, I don't know if you guys. Well, you probably played Rampage back on PlayStation.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the NES. I have the NES version.
I didn't know there was an NES version.
Well, the original one was an arcade version, and they ported it to the NES.
Okay.
And then
Well, I
they made an
remember playing
N64 version, and then they made another N64 version, and then I
It's
don't.
kinda
Well, I remember a PlayStation version. where you're just climbing the buildings as like King Kong and
Yeah.
a giant lizard just beating the shit out of stuff.
Lizzie.
We need more
Lizzie,
games
yeah.
like that. We need more Rampage.
More Rampage.
Fuck
games?
shit up games. That was fun in co-op. That was like one of the
that was,
first games
yeah.
that I played in co-op where it was like, oh, let's get on this game and just beat the shit out of everything. Smash buildings, grab.
I love playing
Chicks.
as Brutus, the
The
rhino. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Rhino. Yeah.
His
he was
power up,
awesome.
you hit R, and he's just, I'm gonna charge in this building. Boom.
Fuck it up.
No.
Although that might bring some terrorism issues in. I don't know.
But
No,
the,
Well,
it's,
as long as they don't do the World Trade Center, you know,
Yeah,
it's
you
fine.
know, might be a little distasteful.
Which would probably be a bad thing because they randomly generate maps in the Rampage.
yeah.
The size of the buildings, you had 2 buildings that are the same size next to each other. There might be some controversy.
Yeah, there might be a little bit of controversy. But games are down for controversy nowadays. I mean,
Just look at
sword
Homefront.
dildos. What? Oh, yeah.
Homefront got a lot of shit.
Did it? For
Yeah.
What?
I still want to buy it. Haven't
It's
done it
because
yet.
it's a whole war in America, bullshit that was
Well,
happening.
we need a game where
Yeah,
we're
so
not.
it's Call of Duty.
We need a game where we're not killing Russians for once. I'm sorry. Like, I feel bad for the Russian people. They're just constantly the villains.
Well, okay, if you go back 10 years, we were just killing Nazis.
That's true. I don't feel bad for Nazis though.
Yeah,
to be
no one
honest.
likes Nazis.
I mean, Russians are just Russians. Nazis are Nazis.
Dicks.
Yeah, giant penises with a swastika.
Oh, jeez. That was a little too far. I'm
And on
sorry.
that bombshell, we'll end this episode of the System Update. Thank you for tuning in. Come in 2 weeks. We'll have another episode up for you. Thanks for listening.